And we are back. May is Military Appreciation Month. And currently there are 1.5 million active members of the United States military. Transitioning from military to civilian life, a challenging task. It can cause veterans to experience a loss of routine and personal identity. Two veteran support foundations are now partnering up to help make this transition easier. Joining me now is the Executive Director of Onward Ops, Brigadier General Mike Eastman, and then also President of the PenFed Foundation, Andrea McCarren. And thank you both for joining us and glad to have you.
Great to be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So when we talk about this transition from military to civilian life, obviously a lot of people are making it, but for many people, we don't really understand how big that transition can be and what that entails. So can you break down a little bit of that transition for us?
I sure can. So whether you've worn the uniform for 3 years or for 30, what you're leaving is a family. It's an identity. It's a very structured place to be. You have a common purpose, a common mission. And for a lot of veterans, leaving that is really, really hard. On top of that sort of, this identity of who I am, I'm leaving in the rearview mirror. I'm also contemplating a series of major decisions that anyone in a major life change has to face. I need a new place to live. I need a new job. I need to replace my health insurance, my life insurance, all of that. For new veterans, all of these things converge at one period of time. And we have found that giving them a little bit of help and a little bit of guidance through that process can set them up for success.
And Andrea, I want to bring you in and talk a little bit about this here, because here you are and we're talking about PenFed Foundation. Why did you guys decide to do this partnership with Onward Ops?
Great question. The PenFed Foundation exists to empower veterans as they make that transition from military service to success in the community. And as you know, we all need a purpose. We all need a mission. And we are here to offer your viewers something concrete they can do. Maybe they didn't serve in uniform, but they can help those who have. Only fewer than 1% of Americans serve. So the 99% that did not now have an opportunity to mentor in the hometown. We need lots of mentors, but also to reach out to their loved one who may still be in the military, but maybe planning to separate at some point. And so we really firmly believe that if we get to them a year before they leave, it can be just completely game changing. We can help with career counseling, all the things that Mike just detailed, helping find housing, everything you need when you make a move.
And Mike, when we talk about making this move, obviously for a lot of people it is very hard. It is a big transition. Having PenFed and Onward Ops partnering together, obviously it's got to be a great feeling for you. Talk to me about the impact that you feel this is going to make.
So, we're really proud to have this opportunity to partner with the PenFed Foundation. And I think it's because our two visions of veterans align really well. We see them as nothing but huge potential. And so the opportunity to come together and to take a proactive response. We know transition can be hard, so let's just tackle it. Let's build in some time. Let's help them through that so that they can go back to the communities across the country and be really successful contributing members. I think this partnership gives us a great chance to do that.
Either one of you could jump in on this one here, but we talk about the mentorship component. It's so huge, and I think that having a mentor can make all the difference. So if somebody's out there watching right now saying, I'm considering it, what would be the criteria for mentorship? How do they get involved?
So our mentors, some are veterans, some are not. All of them are just Americans with a big heart. They want to help service members become successful veterans and members of their community. And it's really pretty straightforward. For a couple hours of your time a week, we just need you to go to the website, indicate that you would like to enroll as a mentor. We'll take care of the training. It's some online training. There's one session in person where you get to experience what it's like to talk to a veteran, understand the language and the culture, and then we'll match you with someone that's coming to your hometown. And, if you can just receive them, share a cup of coffee, answer their questions, you can set them up for success, and you can really change a life in a very positive way without too much time or effort on your part.
Yeah. Andrea, talk to me a little bit about your feelings. This is a great opportunity for mentors to come alongside and really help veterans, but for yourself, obviously, the partnership is definitely rewarding for you as well.
Well, I am the proud daughter of an Air Force Brigadier General who's now laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. So I'm extremely passionate about this cause. And I'm also passionate about New Yorkers. And I know you have an audience filled with potential mentors. How many of us can actually change someone's life? And it costs us nothing. Just a few hours of your time. And I don't know if coming up in journalism, if you had mentors along the way, but think about the difference. Think about the inspiration in your life. And it's something so small. Again, it doesn't cost anything. Just give your time. We are available to all branches of service. It's just a rare opportunity just to come together as a country. Politics aside, it doesn't matter. Like Mike said, you can be a veteran, maybe not a veteran. It doesn't matter if you have the heart to help someone else.
Right. Mike, the value of mentorship for you, how has mentorship played an important part in your life?
Well, even though I've served 30 years in the military, getting out was just as challenging for me as probably it was for anybody, just in a different way. I'm not going to pretend that I have the same hurdles as a young enlisted member, but I've done this for 30 years of my adult life. And so the opportunity to reach out to folks that have done it before, to understand how it feels, to have a bit of a network to go out to ask questions about, what jobs to consider, where's the right place to live. It just makes a world of difference, right? And it takes me from a place where I'm trying to answer these myself and not knowing where to look, to having people that are there that I can bounce ideas off of. And it just puts you in a different frame of mind. I think it sets you up for a much better outcome.
Yeah, and I gotta get your take, Mike, before we go, a little bit about Military Appreciation Month. I mean, obviously an opportunity to take the time to salute those who've been in service and those who've given service. What is Military Appreciation Month? How does that resonate with you?
Well, look, I think that the people of this country are already very grateful and appreciative to the military. You cannot go through a public setting or an airport in uniform without being thanked for your service, right? So I just think I'm very grateful that the country's decided to set aside a period of time to sort of formally acknowledge the service. But at the end of the day, what's most important? These are fellow Americans, fellow citizens. They've made a decision to serve this country, and so I think there's there's meaning in that, and I don't think they're looking for gratitude. I think they're just looking to be acknowledged as, one of us, one of this society.
Yeah, it's very important, I think, that we take the time to honor our military. Listen, I think that you can't say thank you enough for the work that goes on, the lives that have been lost, of the people who are out there serving. And right now, while we're talking, somebody's out there serving to make sure that we have democracy right here in our nation. So it's important, I think, all the time for us to really to be able to say thank you. And not just thank you in words, but literally in action. And to Andrea's point, really having, this combination to be able to help and mentor and to be able to help somebody make that transition coming back home, definitely so worthwhile. Andrea, I'll let you leave with the last word.
Well, I just love your spirit and understanding. And I just think this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us as Americans to give back. And probably the most important thing that keeps resonating for me is that ensuring the success of veterans in our communities nationwide is good for all of us. This isn't just good for the veteran who served. It is great for all of us. And I really want to thank you for this opportunity. Let's hope we get a bunch of new mentors and also, importantly, get those transitioning service members signed up for free at PenFedFoundation.org, PenFedFoundation.org, and let's all together make a difference.
That's right, Andrea. We want to let you know, and Mike, we have a veterans facility not too far away from our studio, so I know that they watch, and we'll definitely get the word out to the community, and the word is already out, I should say. So thank you both for joining us. Andrea, I got to tell you, I've used to watch you years ago. It's good to actually talk to you. I'm not going to date you. We're going to leave it right there. Used to watch you years ago. I've been doing this for a minute, but I'm glad to see you on the other side and be able to talk to you. So thank you so much for being with us.
Oh my goodness! Were you a former intern or something? That's usually what happens when I do these.
I have to tell you later. Yeah, it says yes. So, and Mike, again, thank you so much for your service as well.
Well, I just want to say how glad I am that people as smart and compassionate as you are carrying on the torch of journalism. So thank you for what you do. Fantastic questions. And I just want to give a shout out to all those at the VA nearby you, because we are grateful that they're watching you.
Thank you. Andrea McCarren, Brigadier General Mike Eastman joining us. Thank you. And now listen, if you want more information, visit the website onwardops.org and then also PenFedFoundation.org. Remember, May is Military Appreciation Month. We want to take the time to salute our military, but also give back in a way that can help to transition and transcend their lives. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more Open right after this.